I believe that we were all born into this world with a purpose. And I believe you're not only doing yourself an injustice, but you're doing the world an injustice if you don't bring it to the table and if you don't act on it. So my mission in Fast Way to Health is to be able to make fasting and holistic health and spirituality cool, like in the mainstream cool. And to not only inspire and influence people to utilize fasting as a way for optimal health, but also as a way to remember who they truly are. And at Fast Way to Health, we live by loving life, loving real food, and loving yourself. And ultimately, if we can get that message out in the most holistic, beautiful, heartwarming way, then that inspires me to get up every single day. It's funny because so much of my life I think I lived by thinking that life was happening to me instead of for me. And you know, throughout my life, through pain, through struggle, through challenges, heartbreak, through amazing moments and laughter and happiness and everything in between, it wasn't until I found the moment of gratitude for everything that had happened in my life that it changed. And there's been so many life-changing or defining moments that have happened in my life, but until that I looked back and had gratitude for every single thing that happened, that really shaped me for who I was today. And the other thing is intuition. And through fasting and through finding this path and finding my mission and finding my purpose and acting on that, I tapped into my intuition, to who I am, to my trust, at my truth. And as soon as I did that, the most beautiful synchronicities and moments in life just continue to unfold, and I can't help but laugh every single day at the amazing the things that just happen. Like I have a dream and it happens, or I have a thought and it happens, and I think that really comes into play when you're living on your truth and you're living on your purpose. And so intuition was a massive thing for me. And another defining moment was when I realized that on paper my life was perfect. At one point my life on paper, if you looked at it, I had an amazing boyfriend, I had a great job, I lived in an amazing city, had a great lifestyle, and it was really funny because I was really unhappy and I didn't know why. And I felt guilty for being happy. And it led me on this self-discovery path of wanting to be independent and wanting to go out and see the world or do something different and shake things up, because I was feeling like I was settling. And it's because I wasn't in touch with who I truly was. And I was living life on somebody else's terms. I was taking on so many different beliefs that weren't mine. And so a defining moment for me was when I decided that this is gonna end and I'm gonna take the plunge that people don't take. And I looked at people in my life that had settled and weren't happy, and for years weren't happy. And I knew that there was more to life than that. So gratitude, intuition, and dates and peanut butter. That was another defining moment of my life when someone introduced me to dates and peanut butter, because I actually believe that if I wasn't introduced, then my life probably wouldn't be as amazing as it is today. One of the biggest tips and advice that I've been given in life that I absolutely love is, if everything's not working out, go to sleep. And so I love every night going to sleep, and it's like a reset. And then I wake up every morning and I choose love. And it sets me up for the day of alignment, and it sets me up of a day of a fresh start to be the best version of who I am today. And so, you know, every day I wake up and I get so excited that I get to do my morning routine, and I get to go for a walk, and I get to do some breathing and some meditation and perhaps some yoga, or perhaps have a sweaty workout and really wake up and feel alive in that moment. And then I'm even more excited now that I get to live a life on my terms and live a life that I'm passionate about and that I find excites me. And that's, you know, remaining a student of life. and every day learning something new to be able to help with my own health and help with my own evolution and help with my own knowledge so that I can maybe inspire someone along the way. And so I choose love, I continue to learn, I do the best I can to live a healthy lifestyle, be conscious of what I'm putting in my body, be conscious of what I'm doing to be active and to what I'm doing to feel good. And then I'm surrendering, because there's been so many times in my life that I'm doing really good. Like I'm kicking goals, I'm like getting out there and I'm feeling good, and I don't like myself. I'm not enough, or I could have done that better, or well, perhaps I'll try harder next time, or what else can I do? What else is like keep going, but not appreciating that in the moment what I just did, or how I'm feeling, or how I just absolutely come up in a new, like stepped up a level. And I'd never noticed that, and I was never good enough. And so every day now I make a conscious decision that I'm going to be grateful for who I am today, and I'm going to surrender to the fact that I'm the best version and the healthiest version of myself today, because I haven't met myself in the future yet. And so right now I'm the healthiest, I'm the best version of me, and I'm going to surrender to that, I'm going to appreciate that, and I'm going to love the shit out of that. It's interesting in this lifetime right now is so many people, and it's so accessible that you can scroll Instagram or scroll Facebook or open a magazine, if people even do that anymore, and see something that you want to be, or look up to someone that you want to be, or look at this model where you prefer to have that body type, or this personality type, or this stuff. And I think it's in one way beautiful that there's so many amazing role models and people out there that you can look up to and that you can be. But what inspires me to get up every day is being my own inspiration. And I think there's so much beauty in that I get to wake up and I get to feel good, or I get to do something today that my future self will thank me for, or I get to do something today and you know what, I might be a role model to someone else. And that's my biggest inspiration, to get up and to be my own inspiration. And I think that so often we aren't choosing life, we're letting life choose us. And I think that everyone can live a life of their true potential and their dreams and their hopes, but I think you just have to have that trust to follow through on that. And I remember one time, being on one of my favourite rocks in Sydney and looking over the ocean and feeling an immense gratitude for life and having tears stream down my face, because I was proud of myself, and I was proud that I would be able to leap into the unknown and follow through and know that this is a lifetime right now, and we get to choose to be that. So that's really an amazing moment, and something that really inspires me to keep going. What's important to me, ultimately, is to be seen for who I truly am. Period. And I think life right now is such a gift. Such a gift. And coming from a place of gratitude and love and appreciation, all I want in life is to be really seen for who I truly am, out in the raw, with nothing. I don't need stuff, I don't need makeup, I don't need to get my hair done, I don't need any of that. I just need to have enough guts to be who I truly am, and for people to see that. And it doesn't bother me if they love that, if they hate that, if they judge that. But when I'm coming from a place of love, then I don't think there's any time for anything else. And with that, what's important is connection, what's important is family, is love, is passion, is health, and fun and laughter. And ultimately, I think they all link together in a really beautiful way.